Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. I'm here with your daily guidance from your angels. So this is a shorter reading that I started to do. I'm just going to actually just do the daily guidance from your angels and not look into it a bit further, not just yet anyway. So let's have a look and see what the message is. We'll get some insight into today's energy, and I may be back on later with a longer reading. But let's just get this one out. Okay, we're using the Everyday Tarot and daily guidance from your angels. They feel well shuffled. Okay. So it's 11:24, and we're approaching the new moon energy now in full effect. Okay. Well, I felt like this energy, so what are we kind of manifesting like for December time to call in? And as I was shuffling the cards, I saw the wedding card. Well, let's have a look. That's 6 months away. Let's have a look at today's energy. What's going on in the here and now? I feel a little bit breathless, so I'd say the air's quite sticky today. So make sure you get yourself some fresh air and also work on your breathing to expand, feels like to expand the capacity around your lungs and your abdomen. Okay, because the chest is feeling quite tight. Oh, that's interesting actually, because I made a few mentions on last night's live. But I said about, I don't know what it was. It was like waking up with like, or going through with like a wet nose. But it was interesting because this morning I actually woke up and I was very congested. So it took me ages to kind of blow my nose, and it was congested. So whether that's a sign of clearing, of ascension, I want to say, a clearing of ascension. Okay, congestion. It just took me to, well, is that a sign that you're kind of, you've transitioned? I mean, it's all gone now. It's, yeah, that's all I want to say about them. It's all gone now. I was going to say something about the common cold, and it's like, no, it goes quicker than what the common cold does. Cards are heavy. He ain't heavy, he's my brother. My soul brother. Okay. Oh, I was thinking about brothers in making, brothers in kind. I don't know. Brothers in making. We've got the King of Swords here. Oh, what was that? A birdie outside chirping. Listen. King of Swords. Okay. You are in your power, ruling from a place of authority. So, the authority card is the Emperor, the Divine Masculine. So it seems that you are in your power, ruling from a place of authority. You use your analytical abilities and intellect to assess the situation at hand and make clear decisions based on what you know to be the truth. So, Divine Masculine, you're sitting in your authority and you're making clear decisions, okay, because apparently you have analytical abilities and intellect to assess the situation at hand and make clear decisions based on what you know to be the truth. But what is your truth? Because I'm feeling it's still not coming from a heart space when you're using your analytical mind and your intellect. What are you? I feel like you're overanalyzing something. Should we have a look? Because what is this situation at hand? Because you need to, well, you're making some decisions, but it's based on what you know to be the truth. Destiny, the Wheel of Fortune. Now again, this can be depending on your truth, isn't it? The wheel can turn either way. Let's read about, so I want to say you're needing to think carefully. Okay, before you make any decisions, what is actually your truth? The Wheel of Fortune. You are experiencing the cycle of change. The wheel is turning and your situation is constantly evolving and shifting. What goes up must come down, and vice versa. Before I'd done this reading, I had the message, I was playing with these cards, had the message about the Divine Feminine raising her vibration. And actually, she was on tippy toes. It was the Three of Cups. She was on tippy toes, and I thought, what's going on here? And it was three feminines together, suggesting the collective. Their hands were kind of joined, and they're on their tiptoes, and they're raising their glasses up high. And when this says what comes up must come down, I'm feeling as if this energy of you not coming from this heart space, the Divine Feminine is very much ascended, okay? But it's like what goes up must come down. Are you waiting for her vibration to drop so that then she's in alignment with you, but you're in more of an analytical mind here, okay? Where she's just going with the flow and enjoying life. And it's like, are you waiting for her to drop? Because when she drops, I feel like this makes it easier for you. Okay. Let's have a look at what the next card is. The Divine Feminine, the guidance is do not drop your levels. You carry on reaching for the sky, okay? You just have to carry on reaching up high. That's all the message come in with. You just focus on doing that. You're not dropping to any lower standards now. And it's because you're through. You've cleared all your congestion. And it feels like this energy of the Divine Masculine seeing whether or not he can actually draw you back in. The Sphinx is here, kind of watching what's going on. It's not solving the riddle. It's like, no, the Divine Masculine has to raise his own vibration, his heart vibration here. So if he's waiting for you to kind of be down, Divine Feminine, and knowing, it's kind of the energy, well, she'll reach out. She'll contact me at some point. It's like she won't be able to resist. But you can resist that temptation now because you're reaching high, for higher heights. Let's have a look at this card. And it's kind of like it backfires on him. This is a direction to go in, and he has to come into the Divine Feminine. Let's read the Knight of Wands. The whole book's gone in reverse now. Okay. Well, that plan didn't work. It's not going to work. You are in an inviolable position. What does that word mean? Inviolable. It's 11:33.
Enviable.
Oh, it's an enviable. Oh, arousing or likely to arouse envy. Enviable. Okay.
Enviable.
Environable. It's like you're affected by your environment. Okay. Which makes me feel that if you live in like let's say you live in downtown, okay, you're going to be like, your mood is going to be of maybe a lower frequency because of your environment. If you're like an uptown girl, like the Divine Feminine, okay, it's upbeat, isn't it? You are enviable. Arousing or likely to arouse envy. The firm is in the enviable position of having a full order book. This is the Divine Feminine. She doesn't need to come like drop down. This is you being envious of the Divine Feminine, so you're wanting her to kind of drop down a little bit. Is she a know-it-all? She does know it all because she's connected with the divine. So there's this energy of you actually being envious of the Divine Feminine. Well, surely like she'll drop, maybe she'll hit a crisis stage and, you know, she drops down to like your level again. It's like, that's just That's not going to happen because she has the divine. The divine has her back. Okay. It's like she doesn't need your backing and she doesn't need your reassurance. There's something about she doesn't need your sorry ear. Your sorry ear to lean upon now. I don't know why we'd be leaning upon someone's ears. It's like chewing someone's ears off. And it's like the divine feminine, she's no longer in that vibration. It's like you're just sitting there alone in your thoughts. So let's finish off reading about this night. Oh, I didn't even start. Okay. I didn't even start. We haven't even... See, you didn't even start. Or I haven't even started. I didn't feel like that. I felt like I haven't even started. Like, as in trying to explain whereabouts the divine feminine actually is. And where she's going to. And that's all to do with the insight of the divine feminine, the intuition. Okay, she has direction. She can actually direct the divine masculine. She's just directing herself at the moment. She's her own director. Her own director, creator, producer. Okay, executioner. Executioner. There's a fear here of facing the light divine masculine. Okay. Well, let's look at the direction that is being guided to take. The arrow's pointing here. Try this approach. You are charged up with energy, passion, motivation, and enthusiasm. And you are channeling that energy through your inspired action. Fueled by ambition and confidence, you are here to make things happen. Okay. So you're channeling this energy. You are charged up with energy, passion, motivation, and enthusiasm. And it's like, why are you charged up with this energy? Because your counterpart, that's the energy that she's full of it. And it's rubbed off on you. It's rubbed up on you. You're charged up now with energy, passion, motivation, enthusiasm. You're very capable of doing the same. And you are channeling that energy through your inspired action. Not the divine feminine's, yours divine masculine, fueled by ambition and this part, confidence. You are here to make things happen. Wow, big message. Do you want to look at the bottom of the deck? 5 of Cups. 2 of Cups is behind you. It's like you have to pick up them 2 cups. So if you were picking up the 2 cups, let's just say you'll be leaving the 8 of Cups. Okay. Take 3 away from the 8 and you're left in a sorry state. Look, take 3 away from the 8 and you're left in a sorry state. You put meaning to that. You've got a cloak on here. You're still looking at what's occurred. And you've turned your back on the 2 of Cups here. It's right behind you. The energy is right there. And you're not allowing this energy to charge you up. It's like you're in like this little cocoon here. Okay. When you're charged up, you're going to feel alive again. Alive and kicking. What have you kicked over here? 3 cups. Anyway, I feel this resistance here of actually allowing the divine feminine's energy to course through you. She will, it's like set the course. She knows the way. I feel like I actually want to get a Rumi message. But let's, my hands are so clammy. Okay. A situation hasn't turned out the way you expected. I did say it wouldn't work, whatever your plan was, it's backfired. And you feel sad, regretful, and disappointed. Before you get completely lost in the doldrums, look around you. There are new opportunities aplenty when you are ready for them. Let's get you some daily guidance from your angels. Oh, we got a jumper. We got a jumper! It's not that bad. Okay. we have joy. That's a good jumping for joy. I like this energy. That's a good jump of energy. Jump for my love. Jump in and feel my touch. Jump if you wanna taste my kisses in the night. Then jump for my love. Jump, I know my heart could make you happy. Jump in, you know these arms will fill you up. Not only fill you up, they're going to lift you up. Okay, joy is the highest energy of all. It's unfair to ask the Divine Feminine to drop her levels to come down to your standards. So joy is the highest energy of all. It's a magical sense that everything is possible. Joy springs from appreciating the gifts within each moment. Joy allows you to attract and create your present and future moments at the highest possible levels. You go, Divine Feminine. You go, gal. Joy to the world, the Lord has come. Let earth receive her King. I'm trying to look for the book. Oh, here it is. I'm trying to look for the book. Joy. For some reason I'm singing the alphabet. H-I-J-K-L-M-N-O-P. Joy. You drew this card as a reminder that your power comes from staying centered in a feeling of joy. Ask your angels for guidance about any changes you can make to bring more joy into your life and the lives of others. If you're feeling trapped or victimized in any way, the angels can ease your burdens. A joyful outlook brings the freedom you desire, while your responsibilities are simultaneously met. Additional meanings for this card: release or heal any parts of your life that aren't joyful. The answer to your question involves choosing the route that brings you the most joy. Release fears while manifesting, most definitely. Come on, we're at the peak of manifestation. It's like 11:41. The answer to your question involves choosing the route that brings you the most joy. Release fears while manifesting and instead focus on feeling the joy as if your desire was already a reality. So let's finish off with a Rumi message. It's just because we've got all the purples here. Look, we've got all the purples. Purple, purple. Purple, purple, very, very purple. We're very purple, so very purple. All I can hear is hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more. That's your fear, Divine Masculine, that you're going to be rejected. You are fearing rejection. You will get through that. The Divine Feminines got through that. Okay, remember, rejection is a form of protection. You need to be ready. Okay, this underlying energy here stated that. Before you get too lost in the doldrums. I feel like the energy, you could sink. You can sink or you could like float. Allow yourself to rise to the top. As I went like that, I pulled the cards. We're going to take the top. The what? We're going to take the cop. We're going to take the cop. We're going to take the top card, Victory of Marianne. Now, this card came out not long ago. I'll leave it like that. What's the bottom of the deck? Wow. Seriously. It just speaks for itself, doesn't it? We have the Divine Feminine, Victory of Marianne with joy, and then we have you, Divine Masculine, Divine Discontent. And look at this, because it's at the bottom of the decks here, look. Right, let's deal with You first, Divine Masculine, with Divine Discontent. 12. Card number 12. That's the Hangman. Winter falls upon us, the spring can bring no growth. Cry the tears, allow the longing. Sadness brings surrender and a deep desire to be free. Rumi. I know your heart. I hear it breaking and groaning in darkest night when you imagine yourself to be silently cast adrift in sleep. Divine Masculine, you need to be made aware that your Divine Feminine can feel it all. She knows. She's already experienced it all with you, but she's pulled herself out of it because it will get you nowhere. Well, actually, that's where it'll get you to, that state of like nowhereness. Okay. It's like until you kind of find the one. I'm not sure what that means. Well, I imagine if I think into it, but I'm not going to think into it too much. It says, I know your heart. I hear it breaking and groaning in darkest night when you imagine yourself to be silently cast asleep, cast adrift in sleep. It speaks to me, that sacred heart of yours, whispering its longing and bemoaning its divine discontent. It knows when something is amiss. It senses that something is not quite right as yet. There is a piece of the puzzle missing. Even in its tremendous gratitude for all that is, and there is much gratitude and sweet appreciation in that precious heart of yours, there is a murmuring, a questing. It cries out to heaven, vouchsafe me a blessing. I cannot go on. I am broken and in need of your tenderness for healing. I am empty and in need of filling, not with stuff and bits, but with the most precious nectar of divine fulfillment. Nothing else will satisfy me. Please, please restore me to wholeness. I can bear this missing piece, this broken disarray no longer. I listen and I cajole that wise heart of yours. I praise it for its honesty and longing. For the longing is an irresistible perfume to the beloved, attracting the only salve that will soothe the divine discontent of your truth-speaking heart, that of divine presence, absolute and unquestionable. And here you are looking like down on joy. You're looking down on joy? Okay. Like it caused all the trouble? No, this will lift you out of it. So let's go to the victory of Maryam, card number 41. And we're going to read all of this message. I've just opened to interest and I've opened to the lover and the beloved. Then I was taken to Sacred Soul Sister. And I said, before I came on, I had quite a heavy weight on my neck, my back. I felt someone was carrying a heavy burden. And I was saying, he ain't heavy, he's my brother. Like, soul brother. And we've got Sacred Soul Sister with the lover and the beloved. But let's go to the victory of Maryam. The victory of the Divine Feminine. Let's check out this message. I'm just going to put her more into the picture. If you are longing to caress the moon, don't turn away from it. Maybe I should have pushed this back in. If you are longing to caress the moon, don't turn away from it. If you are not ill, why do you crawl under a blanket to hide? You are in a quarry of sweets. Why do you look so sour? You live in the spring of life. Why are you withered inside? Don't fight against yourself. Don't flee from what could be your glory. Like a fearless moth, dive into the flame. Why be linked to your obsessions? Burn out in the flames until your heart and soul are enlightened. Get out of the old carcass and form yourself a new body. Why are you afraid of a fox when you descend from lions? Why be a lame ass when you have the strength of stallions? The beloved you seek will arrive to open the door to your fortune, for love is the key that opens all your locks. Rumi. You feel you are a mortal, and I know you are divine. You feel you are not ready for this task, and I know that triumph is only moments away. You reach for me, for protection, but you are me, and the protection that you seek is already with you. We are not apart. I am living through all that you are, and all that you love, all that you have lost, and all that you offer to me in surrender. I am in you as your courage and magnificence, and any task I send to you is simply one of the tasks for which you were born. You are an eagle with wings, ready to soar. So I push you from the cliff top that you may know yourself. This oracle brings you a message of affirmation and success. Your victory is already assured. You are being led into it now. No matter if you believe it is not possible, you are placing more faith in the appearance of distraction or obstacle than in utter success. No matter if you have forgotten for a moment that the divine lives in you, as you, and that apparent failure is only a part of the process, the plan through which learning happens, serving the ultimate holy victory. Yes, your victory is inevitable. So you are being given this reminder from the Holy Mother Mary, also called Mariam, and the beloved divine presence of love that she serves. It is that presence that is real. It is the Holy Mother that is real. It is the divine in you that is real, and all else swells around you and your soul. Okay. It all swells around you. It is that presence that is real. It is the Holy Mother that is real. It is the divine in you that is real. And all else swells around you so your soul can play. Every challenge and adventure is an opportunity for you to test your mettle and to be what you are in truth. The eagle that flies requires space and open sky. The tigeress that hunts requires hunger to drive her to fulfill her being and live her nature. You need what you need to realise your divine nature as a living holy expression of the greatest love. So life is providing for you that your needs be met. Whatever may be troubling you, or is soon to present itself, is not a situation or a circumstance meant to bring you trouble. You just need to allow yourself to become more eagle-eyed, beloved wild one. It is not what appears to be that is the source of challenge for you, not at all. It is only how you are viewing the situation. Can you allow yourself to shift perspective? Yes, you know this is truth. It is only in forgetfulness that fear creeps in. Oh yes, to forget for a moment that you are divinity and to lapse into erroneous belief that the challenges are more real than the love they veil. No, the real challenge is in the attitude, not in any circumstance or situation. I'll repeat that. No, the real challenge is in the attitude, not in any circumstance or situation. There's a book that I've got, I think it's called It's Not Your Altitude, It's Your Attitude. Will you remember that all is divinity manifesting and nothing exists outside of it? All is perfectly designed to help you fulfill your being, live your truth, experience your power and reside in the perfection of your divine loving heart. Be curious rather than afraid. What is loving seeking to draw out of you now? It is always love in interaction with you, even if sometimes you feel like you are hauling a massive rock on your back up the steepest of all hills to build a temple at its apex. Yet, when that temple is built overlooking the ocean and a startling burst of golden orange sunset explodes across the water, turning it gold, you'll forget about climbing that hill. You'll just drink in the view instead. You'll forget what you were supposed to worry about. Oh, don't you hate it when that happens? You'll just have to love in that moment and be peaceful instead. It makes more sense to notice the sunset than to turn your back upon its glory and grumble about how heavy those rocks were. Then, in your inspiration and your forgetfulness, you'll dream of another temple and the process of creation, perhaps with more lugging about of great heavy rocks, and it will begin again. But then so too will another captivating sunset be granted, best witnessed in your newly built temple that renders you speechless and spellbound. This oracle brings you guidance and comfort, whatever is going on in your life right now, whether it brings you joy or deeper struggle. Okay, let's just read that part again. So this oracle brings you guidance and comfort, whatever is going on in your life right now, whether it brings you joy or deeper struggle, is the divine in you, as you, breaking through into your life. Do not hesitate to trust in it, embrace it fully, and let it have its way. There is nothing there that needs to be resisted. You are safe to be wild, to be alive. Live it with love and let it unfold. The promise of success is yours, so allow yourself to be brought to it through the guiding wisdom of life, the life that serves love. There is also a part of you that is daring to love, to live and to trust more so than before. You are even daring to quit the traumatic tendency to relive so many past hurts and aches. You no longer want to taunt yourself with failure and critique. You are less frightened of yourself, so you do not need to sabotage yourself anymore. You are learning love's way and claiming it as your own. That is your path to victory assured. This oracle asks you to trust in your growing optimism, to let the war be over now and put it behind you, even if it means weeping with sweet sorrow and relief for a while. The sunset is golden. The struggle is behind you. Now just rest and enjoy the golden glow as you rest with love a long, long while. Let's leave it there. That's a beautiful reading. Guys, have a fantastic day. Okay, take care. Much love. Bye for now.